Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Can y'all see me? Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm King Gerald Jones, as you may know. I'm gonna let y'all join me as I'm shaving today. And I got a subject I want to talk to y'all about, or an incident that I want to talk to y'all about that occurred to me, that happened to me. And as y'all can see in the title, before I even get to there, I want you guys to like and subscribe to my channel. I'm starting this YouTube thing. I'm gonna see how it goes. A lot of people tell me they want me to start doing my YouTube channels and start my YouTube back. So I'm gonna do a YouTube channel. So follow me, subscribe, like King Gerald Jones. So let me get into it. The title was Never FaceTime the Next Man About Your Woman. Now, of course, as the title suggests, I just had this occur to me. And I wanted to talk about it. First and foremost, I think it's kind of whack. I think it's kind of weak for another man to not only FaceTime another man about his woman, but to call another man about his woman. Wouldn't you agree? If you agree, go ahead and tell me you agree or don't agree. But I think it's totally whack to do that. And that actually happened to me. So I have a lady friend of mine, and disclaimer, I won't be using her name. Names will be withheld to protect the guilty. So I won't be saying her name. She probably will see her, so she know who she is. But it's not to disrespect her or diss her. This is only to just inform other men and other women also that this isn't cool to do. Now, the reason why technically I feel it's not cool to do is because as a man, you're asking another man or calling another man in regard to your woman. You're kind of leaving yourself vulnerable. This is alcohol. I'm cleaning my shits. You're kind of leaving yourself vulnerable to the next man and to what the next man has to say. For example, if I was a shitty dude, I would have been like, yeah, mind you, I'm not having sex with her no more. We dated a while back, but I'm not sleeping with her. But this is what this call was about. So, again, you're leaving yourself vulnerable to the truth by talking to the next man about your woman. And I think that's whack. So anyway, this is what happened. I get a text message while I'm out, and a friend of mine, a lady friend of mine, says, can you please call me? It's kind of urgent and it's kind of serious. Now, I was busy, but out of respect for her, I asked, is it emergency, is it mandatory? And she said, yeah. So I immediately knew it was going to be something in regards to a dude, or to this dude that she's dating now. So I get the call and I'm talking to her. No, I call her and I'm talking to her. Did she call me? I called her, whatever. And I'm talking to her. And immediately, maybe in 10 seconds of talking to her, I hear a man in the background talk. And he's talking to me. And he's clearly upset. He's clearly mad. He's clearly tripping. And he gets on the phone. She gives him the phone. Now, first and foremost, I think that's whack. I think that's whack because, again, as a man, you don't want to give the power of your happiness to the next man. I could easily say, yeah, I'm fucking her, even though I wasn't, and I'm not. I could be like, yeah, I'm fucking her. I'm fucking with her. Your wifey. I could have easily done that. But out of respect for her, I was going to be honest and truthful, and I wanted to see her in a successful relationship, and I want to see her relationship flourish. So this dude jumps on the phone. Oh, man to man, you need to tell me if you're sleeping with my woman or not. First of all, no man owes you anything. I have no obligation to this man. I have no, man to man or not, I have no obligation to this man for the truth, and I don't owe him nothing because he doesn't know me. So anyway, he's like, yeah, you need to tell me the truth if you're sleeping with this woman or whatever. And immediately I'm a fool. And I knew why she didn't want to call me initially, because I'm a fool. I usually clown shit like that. I probably would have screenshotted him on FaceTime or something, or recorded him, because I don't play them type of shits. So I'm going to make a mockery of it. I'm going to make a comedy out of this shit. Because that's what I do for niggas that's whack. That's what I do for men that don't act like men. Excuse me, for males that conduct themselves like males. I make a mockery of them. So with that being said, this is my alcohol. I got to clean my shit. With that being said, out of respect for her, I didn't do it. That was not my thought process. I was going to try to really tell him. I wasn't going to tell him shit because I thought she was calling. But when he did jump on the phone and got to talking about man to man and all this other stuff, and you owe me, you should tell me the truth and all that stuff. I told him this. I said, first and foremost, you have to be confident within yourself. You have to be confident in the woman you have. You have to be confident in the relationship you have. And talking to me is not going to solve anything. And he really didn't want to talk. He really didn't want to, he just wanted to, I don't know what he wanted to do. I don't know, I guess gain some, he didn't really want to gain understanding either. Because like I said, he was talking, he just got to talk. He was just mumbling, rambling and shit. So I ended up hanging. Oh, I did say one thing before I hung up. Like I said, you need to be confident in who you are. You need to be confident in your relationship. You need to be confident. And he was like, oh, this don't have nothing to do with my confidence or whatever. So when I seen that he was on the bullshit, because again, I wasn't sleeping with her. And even if I was, there's nothing really you can do about it. There's nothing he could have did about it. There's nothing you can do about it. That's another reason why you shouldn't call the next man, because there's nothing you can do about it. So why call me? So anyway, I hang up the phone because I don't want to talk about this bullshit. I hang up the phone, and this is where it gets interesting, what the title suggests about the FaceTime. So I hang up the phone. Maybe 2 minutes later, I get a FaceTime call. I'm thinking it's her. I think she probably stepped outside or stepped away. And it's this nigga. It's this grown-ass man FaceTiming me, the next man. And I'm like, is this dude real? Is this shit for real? Is this shit, like, I immediately, and like I said, out of respect for her and reverence for her and friendship for her, I didn't do what I would have screenshotted this fool on the motherfucking FaceTiming me. So anyway, he FaceTimed me and he goes on and on some more, talking whatever the fuck he talking about, because I really don't care. This is not my woman. This is not a woman I'm dating any longer, so I really don't care what he's talking about. So he's telling me what he's saying or whatever. And I'm still thinking like, my nigga, you kind of weak for even FaceTime. What do you want to see me? As I find out, he gets to talking about a sex tape. So I guess apparently he found a sex tape that me and her had made or something and whatnot, which is true. Guilty as charged. We did make a sex tape. And he's talking about, oh, you ain't the only one with a sex tape of her, which I didn't care, but I said, man, you're in your feelings. And he didn't let me go any further with that. He said, oh no, you don't talk about my feelings. And it's ironic that men are so, so bottled up about their feelings but you're doing that exact thing. You're displaying your feelings for me. You're FaceTiming me. You're talking to me. You FaceTime. What do you want to see? And now it really got me thinking, like, what do you want to see me for? Like, you saw it, and he saw the sex tape. Goddamn. And I can understand, you see the next dude, fucking your wifey, and you feel some way about it, but I wouldn't want to FaceTime the nigga like, where did you plan the game from FaceTiming me? Like, what did you think you was gonna get out of this or whatever? So anyway, he FaceTimed me. Which was totally whack. FaceTimed me. And he's, like I said, then he gets to say, oh, you popping. This nigga said I was popping. He said, oh, you popping. You got women. And I'm wondering where he's getting this from. And he said, and I want to make sure that I use the proper context when I refer to what I'm saying. So he was like, you popping. Like, you have my woman, you have women or whatever. I don't know where he got that from. Maybe he's on my Facebook page, maybe he's on my Instagram. I don't know. But he got to saying that. Obviously, he's doing research on me, and he knows more than me than I know about him. So again, when he gets on the FaceTime, I'm looking at this fool. This fool looked like the walrus. He looked like the walrus from Chili. Remember Chili Willy? The walrus, this fool. And not to talk about him like that, but I can see why he's lacking in the confidence that he needs. His face is big. He just take up the whole goddamn screen. He got, you know how you have a salt and pepper beard? He just all salt, it's all white. And he's sweating out of he had a fitted hat on, and he's sweating out the motherfucker. So I know she got the blues. She got the blue. He got on her head because he's taking it off, putting it on. Chubby dude. And that's when I was referring to the confidence. See, confidence is real. You built that within yourself. You built that with the actions that you do, whether it be working out, whether it be getting money, whether it be researching to find out who you are as a man. Those are the things that built your confidence. And I could clearly tell physically he was lacking, and mentally, obviously, you're lacking for you to FaceTime the next man. So this is the disclaimer that I want to give men. Men don't do that. And I knew she was taking it's kind of beside the point, but I need to mention it. I knew she was downgrading when for the most part, any woman that stops dealing with me, if only upgrade is going to be is you dealing with a millionaire or some kind of ball player or something like that. But just me mentally and how I view life and how I live my life and how I feel about life, I'm it. I'm the man, in my opinion. So for her to deal with anybody other than that is going to be a downgrade. And obviously it was proven correct that it was a downgrade because this man is FaceTiming another man about his woman. Now, if you've reached that point where you got to FaceTime another man about your woman, you probably shouldn't be with that woman. And the funny part about it, I can't even really say that with conviction because it was a false claim. I mean, I guess he saw this sex tape of me and her, which does exist. Guilty by association, guilty as charged. I did have the sex tape going on with her, but it was, if he would have looked at the dates or what, I don't know what he could have did to see that this was an old sex tape. And what can you do? What can you do now? That sex tape is like, what can you do? You can't stop. I hit already. Your wife, what can you can't stop the rain. You cannot stop the rain. So again, like I said, it's not cool. You putting your happiness, you putting the truth in my hands. And again, out of respect for her, I was trying to be copacetic and try to, but I didn't even get to say whatever it is I need to say to him. And he also said this. He said, and I didn't get to say shit. Because I hung up the 2 times, and this whole time he was talking and shit. But he did say this. He said, no matter what you say, I'm still going to believe what I believe. And I'm like, so why did you call me? And furthermore, why did you FaceTime me? Why did you FaceTime? This is the question that he needs to ask. I know he's going to see it. I hope he sees it. This is the question you need to ask yourself. I'm going to get real close. Why FaceTime the man that you seen having sex with your wife, with your girl? Why FaceTime now? Look, I got to shave. I'm supposed to be shaving and shit, but I stopped to do this. Why would you FaceTime a man that's had relations with your woman? What was the purpose of that? Did you want to see it? Am I really real? Am I really real? Am I really the nigga who was like, that was weird to me. And again, like I said, I didn't screenshot them or do not. I usually do some cold shit because that's comedy to me. That's not man shit. So I frown upon that and I clown that. But out of respect for her and trying to help her out, I was willing to, help her out. So again, then the fool got to talking about, I see something about a girl that I had or was with or something. And he said, oh, you got your girl, I got my girl. It's a big orgy. You hear what I said? This man said something, and I like I said, I told him he was in his feelings, and he was like, oh, don't talk about my feelings on the FaceTime. He was like, oh, don't talk about my feelings, nigga. You in your feelings talking to me, so don't talk about them, nigga. You displaying them to me and displaying them to the world. So again, in hindsight, and I want to make sure I get to the point of and the gist of what I'm trying to say with this shit. As a man, first and foremost, don't call or talk to the next man because the next man or a woman in this manner, as a matter of fact, don't owe you the truth. Don't have no obligation. I didn't make a relationship. I didn't agree and lay in the bed with you and tell you what I was going to do and not do. That you don't talk to me about it. Second, you don't put the truth or your happiness in the next man's hands. Because again, let's say if I was fucked up nigga and I want to fuck with her again or fuck back with her, I'm like, yeah, we fucking. Now you done. And I could have slid back, so you don't do that. You just have to go as a man. And like I told him in the beginning of when he first called me, I said, you have to work on yourself and your confidence as a man, and you wouldn't find yourself in this situation, and which was a false claim, which was a false, situation. But it was funny to me. At the same time, I wanted to make sure that I get a point across and get some kind of understanding, because that's what I kind of do. I kind of feed the sugar with the shit. I'll clown about some shit and I'll laugh about some shit, but I also want there to be some kind of lesson learned or something learned about it. And even as a woman, as I mentioned about a downgrade, I want to say this about women. If you are experiencing those kind of situations with males, that's not what solid men do. So you might want to reevaluate who you're attracted to. You might want to reevaluate who you attract, and you might want to reevaluate what you view as a man. Because I haven't talked to her since then, but I hope she understands that that wasn't what men do. But like I said, you're gonna downgrade. You're gonna downgrade. And I'm not trying to be like that, but it's just the reality of it. It's gonna, and you can't hide the truth. You know, you can't hide it for too long. So it's gonna come out. You know, like I said, the nigga got on, not to body shame nobody or anything, nothing, but it just builds. It works on your confidence. It builds your confidence if you work out, if you mentally stimulate yourself to learn more. If you get money, those kind of things build your confidence, and you won't be on the phone sweating your fat ass body off talking to me about what am I doing with your woman and watching my sex tape and doing research on me and my social media status, talking about I'm popping and I got the women and what the fuck are you talking about? So again, like I said, as a one, oh yeah, back to the women. This is not what you want. You don't want that type of man. Because guess what? In the future, there will be problems to occur with those things. That's not going to be a productive relationship. You're always going to find yourself in some kind of shit when dealing with a man like that or a male like that or whatever. But I'm about to get ready to go. Like I said, I was supposed to shave. I'm supposed to shave my head. I'm about to line up my beard. But I just wanted to get that briefing on my, I'm starting back my YouTube channel. This is not really officially yet. I just want to kind of warm up and give you guys a little of this experience. But I'm going to be doing my YouTube channel follow me. I'm going to put the link, and I want you guys to subscribe and like. I think they were saying I have to have 1,000 subscribers in order to do something, monetize something or whatever. So I'm gonna be working on that soon. So if you saw this, if you listened to this, if you liked it, I want you to like it and I want you to subscribe. Thank you. I'm gonna get to shaving and shit. I'm gonna let y'all go. Follow me on Facebook at King Gerald Jones. Follow me on Snapchat at one word King Gerald Jones. Follow me on Instagram, one word King Gerald Jones. And you guys it's probably evening by now. You guys have a great evening. I enjoy talking to y'all. Hope y'all enjoy listening. I'm usually with the comedy. I'm usually with the humor of it. But I wanted to make sure that you guys understand that there was a kind of a bit of a seriousness in another man FaceTiming. Like, that's some nigga to nigga shit. Like, nigga to nigga. If you ever, that's what I wanted. I just wanted to sing that to that nigga while he was FaceTiming me and shit. Like, this nigga, hello, Gerald, this is Barbara, nigga. Hello, Gerald, this is Shirley. So I'm about to go, you guys. You guys have a great evening. I guess I'll talk to y'all when I start my YouTube channel. Oh, let me give you guys the premise of my YouTube channel. So of course I'm single, no kids, whatever, dating. And I know a lot of women like to know the inner thoughts and the inner actions and the actions that occur from a man when women aren't looking. So I'm going to give you that. I'm going to be letting you guys go live with me while I'm on dates. I'm going to let you guys go live with me while I'm having conversation with different ladies and whatnot. And hopefully it's entertaining, and hopefully guys you like it, and hopefully you learn something from it through my dating. So I'm going to be dating. I want to say if you want to go on a date, but I have plenty of women to date, so I'm not really open to do that. But the women that I am dating, I'm going to be going live. You're probably going to hear live conversation between them. You probably actually go on a date with me and the camera and her. So again, subscribe to my channel, and you guys have a great weekend. I'll talk to you guys later.